Hey, the second ascent! The land of Diamond Law! So what is Diamond Law? Ignorant child, of ignorance afeard, rare is the power that can bind. Here alone such magic work, neath mingling of crisp-drawn waters and deificated jewels. You who reach but cannot grasp, in failure ever to wander, be prepared for what is to come, the writings heed. To your materials be true, err among the four you choose. So I have to... choose one. Can I choose to save? That'd be nice. Still don't know what that is. Magic. So let's see. Wealth, steel, magic. Knowledge. Well, if I had to guess, they mentioned... The pillars mentioned something about binding magic. Binding things. So restricting things. You have 4 different items here. You make knowledge and offering, glean from glean's sake, surrender, and then only the path to tread. So I need to choose one. I'm betting you anything. Steel will mean I can't attack things. Magic means I can't cast spells. Knowledge means I can't use techniques. And wealth means I can't use items. So out of all of those... probably my best bet would be going with knowledge, because I don't use techniques very much. So we'll surrender our knowledge. Which is the pink... Pinkstone? Maybe they're all pink? I don't know. Yeah, so essentially, the only thing we're gonna have to worry about is if we're with casting, we might need to use more ethers. Rare souls who accost tower in sky, you alone binding magic stir. You who shun sextant and compass, fear not the darkness you must walk, companions at your side into unknown pass. Oh, so maybe knowledge wasn't... Wait, I thought I... That's why. So knowledge apparently instead is we gave up... I thought it was going to be techniques, but it turns out it was the map? We apparently have given up the map? So let me make sure I got all of this set up correctly. Because, yeah, that's why I'm healing them, is because they're undead. Hey, a fuzzy mitter. Oh. No, apparently dark stuff, everything here is just dark aligned, so no. Yeah, just Firaga everything. Firaga. You know what happens to a toad that gets set on fire? No, I'm asking. I have no idea. I stand corrected. I have given up mini-map. I still have this map. Hey, yeah, we like to doing the Crusaders, yeah. Yeah, praise be to Yevon, yeah. It's kind of an interesting thought when you think about it, is that from what I understand, and this may be a somewhat ignorant point of view, I will admit, so if I am wrong, my apologies. This is not meant to offend as much as it is just my understanding as it's been explained to me. But Japan tends to be a fairly conservative, less individualistic society. The emphasis is on looking out for others, putting others' convenience before your own, working for the betterment of society before taking care of yourself. I don't know, that kind of thing, as I understand it. So I find it interesting how many of the Final Fantasy games are about eschewing, fighting back, opposing societal structures, religions, governments, the powers that be. The powers that say, this is the way things should be, and, you know, this is always the way it's been, so this is the way it should be. If you think about it, there's a lot of the games, especially since, you know, I want to say 7, but really 7 was against a very specific type of situation. But 10, 12, certainly... Whoa, big guy. Boonie. Boonie? I'm a Boonie. But it just seems like one of those things where it's like, you know, though because of the fantastical setting, it feels less, I'd say, direct than other games like that, like Persona 5. Persona 5 seems like a very poignant, direct counter-argument to a very specific society. Whereas this, I would argue, more so has a feeling of a Reaver. A very specific kind of feeling. This idea of being trapped by the powers that be, that rule over everything and doesn't feel like there's anything you can do against them, type of thing. But we're gonna do it anyway. And that's Ashe's choice. Does she like go along with the powers that be if it means she gets her what she wants? Or will she fight against them knowing that there's a chance of finding a better way in the future? And honestly, that's what I find very fascinating about 12's plot. While we were, you know, discussing this, is just there doesn't... There's probably a right answer, but it doesn't necessarily feel like there is an absolute answer. Like, I get the feeling that, yeah, this is the correct route to go. This is the correct pursuit. But the other way is very understandable. The Empire has done horrible things. And not just in a very specific sense. Like, it's not like, oh, well, they assassinated, you know, Ashe's fiance. No, they've done terrible things to entire groups and everything like that. Especially since when you think about it, Rabanastre was a fairly neutral city-state in the entire conflict. It was between the two empires that were at war, and just because they are in the center and control a large part of the landmass between the two, they fell victim to being sucked into a war they didn't want anything to do with. So I can't say I'm sitting here going like, oh man, you can't choose revenge. No, it's very, very, very much a temptation to choose revenge in this situation, because this isn't just personal revenge. This is fighting back against a group that, quite honestly, caused a lot of suffering for a very large number of people who did not want anything to do with it. So while not choosing revenge is probably the correct choice ultimately, because, yeah. I don't know if I could possibly come to blame Ashe if she chose to take that route. Especially when presented with the argument that, yes, the Occuria have essentially controlled the world since antiquity. And nothing you do is going to stop that. Like, destroy the Empire, don't destroy the Empire, destroy the Nethicite, destroy the Nethicite, use the Nethicite. Either way, none of this affects the Occuria's position. Like, it removes an incentive, sure. Oh, this is where we just came up from. My bad. But it doesn't necessarily, like, I mean, they're still able to do what they want to do. And I'm still trying to piece together how Sid and Vana figure into this whole thing. Like, I get Vana wants to fight back against the Occuria. Like, Vana is rebelling. Okay. And wants to help humans, or Humes, rise up and stop the Occuria. And their plan to do this is to provide humans with a means to get the power that the Occuria use as a temptation, as an offer, without having to bargain with the Occuria. Like, why do we need... If we have our own ways of making nethicite, why do we need to agree to be your puppets for in exchange for nethicite? But then how does that fit with Vane and his whole empire takeover thing and... Oh, do we have 3 of these? Oh, and that does fire and fire heal. Fire heal. Not good. Not good. Not good. No heal. Now, the real question is, do these guys qualify as undead or not? Oh, everyone's disabled. And there's not, like, an item that removes disable, is there? Well, at least that got them through it. I forgot that for some reason Fran can also use Kiraja. And an X potion. X potion gonna heal ya. It doesn't quite work, does it? I mean, it's sort of... it sort of does. Look, a room full of these jerks again. I don't like you guys. Alright, I'm disabled. Can I still open a door? Good news, everybody. We found a save crystal. That might mean that we are getting close to the end of this area. There's still a hole here. I beat your labyrinth, Minotaur! Ignorant child crawling through life on clay below. All that lived and ever shall, by Guru Vagan's grace to prosper, now and forever. So Guru Vagan, which we now know is the Great Crystal, is apparently the source of life? Okay, this looks like it's about to be a boss room. A Muramasa. Is that better than what I've got? Yes. She gets haste. Ahead the Watcher awaits. Third of 3. That means we're almost done. Ye who crave wealth, return whence you came. No? I don't crave wealth. I chose the knowledge one. Kitty! Okay, first things first. We need to dispel. I think it might be immune to ice. I don't know. It's hard to tell with all the different messages popping up. But I will switch. I mean, it's very ice coated, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, see, every time I cast it, it like immune pops up. Maybe it's just immune to magic. I mean, but I also can't tell if it's just someone. No, it's got bravery back on it. That means we got to. Penelo, why are you silenced? Wait. Where are all my echo? Redis! But yeah, other than this, we just kind of keep on top of it for when we need something specific. Redis, you officially used up all my echo herbs. I'm angry with you now. Team Girl Squad! Oh, and Redis, I guess. Heal thyself. So there's no chests in here. Meaning... Meaning the chest that was in the background of that battle was not acquirable after the battle. Noted. Okay. So now there's more little altars. Pilgrim impelled to heaven's heights, skyward keep your course. In vessel of sky now make your way. Reaching this place, your worth proven, the path for you shall open. You who call the vessel of sky, who would climb higher still, this vessel's ways now master to ascend, through ways untrodden, pass but one, through ways then known, move unhindered. I don't know what any of that means. But I chose this one originally. So that closed off that door. Okay, so that was the correct thing to do. I had to recall the little pink thing. I have a mini-map again! Hooray! All this for just a thing that would have... the stairs would have sufficed. I'm just saying, if we're just going up to 67 from 66. I have a kitty at my feet. I have a small cat bed underneath my desk where I work and stream from. And sometimes the kitty comes and curls up and lays there. It's very nice. Very pleasant. I like it. So where am I at? Okay, so this is still the second second ascent. And this is going to take me back to the entrance, and they're like, ha ha ha, now do the whole thing again. Fools. No, this is the third ascent. Okay. Black. Green. Red. You who reach this final sphere, no path herein will you find. To the ascents climbed their glyphs. These shall be your guide. To the seal of night look first. Not easily this realm to pass. Failing twice, punishment you will face. Okay, so night was first, because that was what we did on the first floor. Ooh, that was the sigil of sacrifice. Sacrifice was the last one we did. Okay, so if we're going in the order of the symbols of the doors, right? When we first went down to the very first floor, when we went through the sigil of night. Then, from there, we went up to the next section, which is where we had to build the bridges. And the first door we went through was a green door, because that was the whole, they were talking about the green flame thing and everything like that. But later, when they introduced the red symbol, the red flames, we were also introduced to it was right after we went through a red door. So next would be, we're going in the order of our ascent, night, then green, then red, and then sacrifice was the last one before we came upstairs. What the heck are you? Cataract Avis. What are the chances that everything's going to explode and we're all going to die? Okay, only 2 of them exploded. It's not terrible. Oh, now there's a white one. But the sigil of sacrifice wasn't white. Our sigil of sacrifice was pink. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Green was the next door we went through. See, when it does mass destruct, I'm under the assumption that it's going to be, like, blowing all of us up. Like, all of the bombs in the area are going to go. See, they also have an ability called Chain Reaction, all of which makes me very nervous. The red sigil. Yes, red was next. And then we had our Sigil of Sacrifice, which for us was pink. Bran, how did you die? So now you have the different sacrifice. White, yellow, purple, and pink. Well, this is tricky. Was ours purple or pink? I want to say it was pink. It felt very pink. Yay! Okay, this one's a waystone to unknown? Oh, I mean, this will take me up to 90. I can only assume that this is the right path. Unless 90 is a special area with like a one treasure chest, and then we have to go backwards. See, don't do that! That makes me think something bad's gonna happen! See, like that! Hashmal. Hush, little Mal, don't say a word. I'm gonna dispel protect off of you right freaking now so you will die faster. It's a work in progress. Also, I'm betting if he's got all this water theming around him that we could probably go with Thundaga. Or maybe not. Do I have cleanse? By chance, did I ever pick that up on? No. No cleansing. But I do have serum. You know, take it. So he uses Quake Jaw, despite the fact that he's a water theme? I mean, he's almost down, so I mean, that's one good thing. And so far, we've only had to use 2 serums, which... not bad. And yes, he appears to be just immune to spells. Bye-bye, Hashmal! Bye-bye. Ashe like, I'm the best! You didn't do much of nothing. You serumed people and healed, I guess. But you didn't heal as much as Pinello, who is the dedicated healer. Pride goeth before the fall is all I'm saying. I guess we'll get back on the elevator. Shrug. But I did get to go to floor 90, so... Alright, let's see what we can get with Hashmal. Vaughn can get some bombs. And... some more white magic. Might be a good choice, honestly. It's... Faith and bravery. I don't have bravery, but both good spells to have since they give double magic, or boost your magic, boost your bravery. Curaja, always help you to have. Confuses, nah. You can get channeling. And nothing. Nothing. And white magic 4, which gives raise, which isn't great. Bone Crusher. And nothing. Red Battle Mage can get Steel, Swiftness. I mean, that wouldn't necessarily be the worst. I mean, a 10% improvement on... Bone Crusher, and nothing. So probably, considering everything, I'm probably gonna agree that probably Knight probably has the best stat, because it's Curaja, Faith, and Bravery, all 2 great buffs, and the best heal in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Vaughn. notice we find a lot of dark matter, but we never find any dark doesn't matter?
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrest must be near.
Just 5 more floors. Just 5 more
I wonder if
floors.
she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
Bosch turns around. I've lost no one.
We can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
And when I look into this mirror I found in the sewer,
You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path, but will she?
well, I mean, no, because we haven't taught her HM01 yet. And without HM01, how is she supposed to cut anything? And we go up. Thingy. This tower, wrought by hands undying, heaven-bound path. You who master power, wisdom, mist. The tower's secrets are for you, and you alone. Claim them. To heaven's last height you now ascend. Chosen, you now know the reason for your choosing. 'Cause we're awesome?
So this is the Suncrest.
That's a spider web. It's a lot smaller than the one in Guravagan. Just saying. For being so important.
King Wraithwall stood here. With this sword, he cut the Suncrest and took its power in his hand.
But you're going to use the sword to destroy the Suncrest. Aren't you, Ashe?
Don't tell her what to do,
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn.
boy. Vaughn keeps trying to, like, make himself more involved in this story. So she used the power of the sword to summon the aliens from Spirits Within. Okay. Ooh, we should watch Spirits Within on like a movie night or something on the Discord. So that dispelled all the ropes.
Lord Rattler.
You want revenge?
So why can they all see him now? I've been curious this entire game why Vaughn could also see him.
You would have me destroy the Empire?
And now everyone can see him.
Is this what you want?
This is just a plot point I have not been able to wrap my hand around.
Hesitate. Take what is yours. The Christ is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes. It was I who wore Bashi's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ashe, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
See what I mean? He just keeps interjecting himself.
Do these deeds not demand vengeance?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the bat. I'm gonna use this one.
Good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight. And serve those who died before you.
A Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabradia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his Judicious plate and his name.
Judge Zect.
It's been too long, Gabranth.
So Redis is Zect?
Reach out your hand, Lady Ashe. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
History does have its eyes on you.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Dalmasca? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
I'm also very confused about Gabranth's angle here. Yeah, we're all about that revenge life.
Wrestler, my prince, our time was short. Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge!
Is he? We literally only saw him in like 2 cutscenes. I mean, she's right. He's just an... Yeah. It was the Occuria all along.
You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use.
Ashe.
In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back.
Also, I don't think you guys knew where it was. Like,
to use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice.
You're wrong.
the dead don't demand anything. They're dead.
Change. I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
That's another plot thread I don't get.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done, is done.
Have a rock.
Yet without power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect.
Okay. Can we steal from him? Oh, we got a potion. Okay, he's weaker than the last boss.
Hear me, Bosch. Do not think killing the king.
Bosch is not in this fight.
Your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
Right, but even though his name was stained with blood, he still carried on to his oath. Regardless. Like, even though he was called Kingslayer, he still tried to protect king and country.
So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this! I can bear no more. You disappoint me, Gabranth.
What?
He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lass's trust.
He did kind of jump ahead. He was just supposed to watch and react.
Your presence is neither
He tried to instigate, which was bad. Not what he was told to do.
Gabranth!
I love the little pause moment with Sid where he's just kind of looking at him. It's like,
Only a tool of this Venar.
interesting, no?
How quaint. We are allies. The Occuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrest be damned!
Be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Occurian sword. The Suncrest is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered. Let us use the stone! Finish this for now!
Huh? Glowy things. So he's like trying to take control of the mist.
Cocoon of the Suncrest, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let's see it.
Oh, he's using all three of the shards together to try and command the mist. So that Bahamut can drink his fill? Is he trying to summon Bahamut? Like the dragon?
And lo, how brightly burned their lanthorn. Casts it back the shadow of Occurian design. Testament that man's history shall be his alone.
You made your nethicite for this. You mimic the Occuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, Famrin, revel in the glory of my triumph!
I love his name is Famrin. Just Famrin.
No pity from me!
Ah! The heck? Where'd he get that? And can I have one? Reminds me of a D&D book I saw once where they had like a drawing. There's nothing in the book with it.
Behold the manufactured nethicite, the
Yeah?
future of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes.
It's less round. but they had a picture in it that never gets used, but it's this giant holding a giant scroll like a Gatling gun and firing spells out of it, which I thought was a very cool effect. Alright, unfortunately for this one, we're going to have to change something here. Because normally we talk about party leader's target. Party leader's target and... Why is it that everything is immune to magic? No, not party leader's target. Highest level. And if we keep going with this, we can keep up. So why isn't Redis... Oh, because everyone is... Besides Balthier is silenced. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring in Bosch. You're a jerk. Giant lightning ball. No, the worst part about this is the fact that I don't necessarily have party. Vaughn, you know Asuna, don't you? Because of that, she's still silenced. Brand can now throw out a Kuraja. And Redis can throw out an Arise for Pinello, who's in reserve. Good time to queue up that Kuraja. Okay. Bamfrit, done. Oh. The headphones fell off. Okay, now at this point, that finishes off him. Sorry, Dr. Sid. The time has come for you to be silenced. In the face of Almighty Vaughn. I mean, honestly, Vaughn probably was the MVP of that fight. I mean, I'm just going to say it. I don't like the kid. I don't much care for the kid. But he's effective. Somehow, the Knight Black Mage, who also has a ton of white magic, powerful white magic, has somehow worked out in our favor.
Let him by, Venar. It is done. How I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
How come Vana speaks normally? Like, no funny ancient words. Just like, this was chill. You're my bro.
Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
Pretty sure your dad's still a dick.
Fran? Fran!
Yeah, can you blame her? The mist, man. Crazy.
Mist burns to bursting. It beats. The cocoon.
They keep calling the Sun Crest a cocoon, which seems to imply that it's
Sun bursts.
something's about to.
You must run as far as
It's transforming something. Metamorphizing something. That's the word.
Hadn't you best be off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
Yes, but the ship's way downstairs.
I suppose you'd better hang on then.
I do like the colors of Balthier's rings are the 4 colors of the elemental crystals.
You must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent.
He just said it's really big in 3 different ways.
This. Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
I knew you'd say that. All around the world, statues crumble for me. Who knows how long without a Suncrest will be? I don't know why it popping up with that text always makes me laugh. Like you're getting with this really solemn, sad cutscene, or this moment, this epic moment, and then it's like, you will now have the option to save the game. We are permitting this of you.